Hey guys, what's going on? I'm sorry to do this one so late, and I might have to get off here in just a second because uh, I had something just come up. But I wanted the reason I'm doing this is because I saw something from the other night that kind of I don't know how to explain it. Kind of misrepresented what we're trying to do. It was on another live, and it was from somebody who had come down here and filmed the area and had property in the area, and um, some things that kind of were put across that were not accurate as to what what we were trying to do by going out to Fields Road and everything and showing that. And basically, if you saw that live yesterday where we showed us going down up Fields Road, and we showed that it was gated off and that you can't go all the way through to Fire Tower Road, which we had been told by other people did. And this other person that had came in, that was talking on this other panel was like, well, they're saying that there's multiple entrances into Ben Hill and all that. What we're doing is seeing if there is or if there isn't. Um, I clearly said that it does not go all the way over, and just wanted to show that, and some other things that were said. This same person had come over here in a few of our lives and said there was no place on Ben Hill that looked like that. I proved to him during that live that there absolutely was a place that looked like that. Then said yesterday on the Fields Road thing that that wasn't Fields Road or something. I said no, it's the opposite coming down it. If you are on the same page as I am, then you watch and you know what I'm talking about. But oh, hey, what's up, John QQ? How are you doing, man? Um, yeah, I appreciate y'all being in here this late. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some things from the map that'll give you a clearer idea. The only thing that I know that I might have, misrepresented is if I've called, hold on a second, if I have called this area here Chimney Top Mountain, I'm sorry, this is Limestone Branch. I should not call it Chimney Top Mountain because I have learned that Chimney Top Mountain, the actual mountain, is over farther. I just heard through the time of being down here that this was referred to as Chimney Top, this whole area up here. So, it's just people pretty much throwing uh, the word, I guess, little stupid things into trying to cause arguments, and it's not even what it's about. Um, and really didn't, Chimney Top Loop, John Q, you probably know what I'm talking about, but it had nothing to do with how the videos were put together on another channel or anything. It's just why was Don driving around Chimney Top Loop, which is pretty far away. So we'll get into that. I'm going to show you everything. And so there's kind of, there was another misrepresentation through what they were saying on there too. And I just want to, be very clear. We've spent lots and lots of time in this area, and I pretty much know, the roads and where they end and whatnot. Fields Road was not very familiar with till we drove it the other day and filmed it. Learned a lot. Bell Road, learned a lot. When, at the end of that live we did, which we're going to do a Q&A on that tomorrow. I wanted to get y'all's input. Tomorrow's Mother's Day. So I don't know if it'd be a good time to go live on Mother's Day because people got things going on. So I might do a Q&A tomorrow night or the next day. We'll just have to see. Let's see here. Yeah, oh yeah, that's not a huge misunderstanding. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I've just been, even when law enforcement, I think they even said that on this side of Chimney Top. I don't know. I just what I've been referred to since I've been out there is they refer to that mountain chain as Chimney Top. But I'm going to call it Limestone Branch from now on, just to save argument, regardless. So I've got some good stuff to show you, and I don't know if you caught the thumbnail. I marked the different trails on the property that we had filmed early on in August of last year of 2021 when we went and filmed the trails on the property. So why did Don go and show his chimney top loop on video the way he did? Exactly. Thank you. So I don't know if you caught that live. It was on, I think it was on Voices Behind the Wall, and Scotty Skulls came up on there and was talking. And there was a few things, I was like, look, we're not trying to misrepresent anything. We're trying to show you the area. There was one live I did about the bear. He said there was no area on Ben Hill that looked like that where the bear was. And I said, yes, there is. And that would be this area right here on Ben Hill Road. This is where that was taken. This is the property that we searched where I was able to go here and find a campsite. So, and I remember showing him that on that one. And then the other day on our Fields Road one, he said that that was not Fields Road because Bell Road was down towards the bottom. Well, when he started tuning in, and I'm not trying to argue with the guy, I'm just trying to say, look, man, we're not trying to misconceive anybody. We're supposed to work together on this. I know you came here and spent some time and filmed a lot. And, once I showed you we were coming from the other direction, you said, oh, yeah, we were coming from this direction where we turned onto Bell Road, and we filmed Bell Road all the way to, let me see where it was that we were able to film to, right here. So, I'm just trying to put off, and show you. I showed you the drive through. I showed you from the route, driving it in real time from all the way from Beech Creek past Ben Hill Road all the way to Fields Road here. And we went all the way to the top, and it was gated at the top and had no way through. Now, what John Q was talking about, the area that Don was driving in, now I want to show you this. This was the question. It had nothing to do about anything else. And Chimney Top, or sorry, I don't want to say Limestone Branch, this mountain chain here. The question is why was he filming driving this here? Hold on, let me find it for you real quick. It takes it a minute to show up. Right here. This is Chimney Top Loop. Now let me zoom back out a little bit again. So this is the main road here, Horton Highway. Don had filmed himself driving this road here. This is Chimney Top Loop. Why? What was important on this road? This is what was in question, and why said it was close. Could have been in question. The Fire Tower Road is because, let me get a little bit closer here. This is Fire Tower Road, Chimney Top Loop, Fire Tower Road. All these roads, connect through these little side roads and areas. Fire Tower Road. Now let me follow it up here. This is why it was in question. Come on, load up. Sorry, guys, it takes a minute to load. Come on, load, please. Let's see if the road clears it, shows up through here finally. Why is it not loading up there? Give me just a second. We'll see if it'll load in here. I don't know why it's not doing it right now. I might have to refresh it. You've seen me do it before, though, I believe. Hold on one second. I'll reload it. Let me make sure it doesn't hurt it over here. I can't see the chat, guy. So just bear with me, please. Okay. There's Fire Tower Road right here. It's almost like it's been updated now or something. Now that is weird. You guys have watched on previous lives where this Fire Tower Road will go. It shows it going all the way up to the top of there. Okay, come on. Let's see if it'll load now. All right, strange. It's always loaded. If you've watched our previous lives, man, this thing, because see, Fields Road, it'll travel all the way down. Okay. Look here. So that was Fields Road. Comes all the way down through here. Now we had people that were local to this area say that it did it connected, but it didn't. It had a gate on the end, and that's what the question was about it. Well, how come could it be traveled all the way around? I'll show you some different areas. I don't know why that is not loading right now, but it does on other ones. I might have to try from a different angle. Let me do this. Okay. Let's see if it will now. That's funny. I wonder if it's been updated since the last time we've been on here. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. Have you guys seen it before? Y'all been in here multiple times. You've seen it. Yeah, I can make the map full screen. Sorry about that. Y'all have seen me do this multiple times, and I don't understand why now it's not going to show it going all the way up to the top. Usually this will travel, and it'll go all the way up to about right here. Let's go in 2D, see what it does. That's funny. Anyway, maybe it'll do it again when I come back over to it. I'm going to show you something else though, and I'm going to try to reload that again and see if I can't get that to load again. Yeah, I got Google Earth. I'm going to try that one too. Give me just a second. We'll see if I can get it on a better view. All right. All right. Here we go. This might be a little bit better, but it does shut down my live stream a little early if I'm using this one. It'll just make it stop because it takes a lot to load Google Earth on here. But we'll try it. All right, good deal. Let me share my screen now. We'll try this. All right. So we're going to go down from Beech Creek. Let's see if I can open up my projects. All right. All right, we're close here. Here we go. Let's see if I can find this now. Your Rutledge, would it? Let's see. No, that's wrong. This is getting confusing. I have a project already done here where I have a bunch of stuff mapped. Okay, yeah. There we go. All right. Let me see if I can figure this out. Y'all just bear with me just a second and I'll figure it out. So I've got it in 2D. Let's go 3D. And let me go over here. All right. So Fields Road, right here. I had Fields Road marked. You can see the road. It would come all the way up here. The reason we had it in question was because we wanted to see if it would connect all the way over here to Fire Tower Road. Let me see if it's... no. We don't need to make a new project. Voyager, no. Let's see. Map style. Everything. That'll be better. There we go. I got it fixed now. Thanks, guys. Sorry about that. I haven't messed with this in a good bit. Okay, so here's Sugar Holler Lane, Fire Tower Road. See, it's got it ending right here. They must have updated this or something in the past couple of days because I had Fire Tower Road traveling all the way up here. And now it does not for some reason. This is just what the mountain, this gives you a better idea of the mountain that we're looking at. So our question was if Fire Tower Road went all the way over this and connected to Fields Road, which is right here. And Fields Road went all the way to here, correct? So we found out it didn't. That's the point I was just trying to make. Now the other areas that I had in question was Pieborn Creek, because it travels almost all the way over the mountain from Bear Hollow. These all come from Horton Highway. These are the things that we were questioning. Chimney Top Loop. Now this is Chimney Top Loop. This is the area that Don had went and took pictures of, and people wondered why. It had nothing to do with how the videos were spliced together or anything. It's just that, why was he on this road? There we go. See, that's what it does when I try to stream it. If that makes sense. Anyway, that's not going to work out for some reason. I apologize for that, guys. I'm so sorry. Did it freeze me over here? Let's see here. Yeah, it did. Anyway, so we'll move on. That was just basically that's what I was trying to show you, that those things they connect from the way he went from, that he traveled home from work that day. And we were wondering if it could connect over into Beech Creek, that would make it an easier route or a quicker route from him to get to work, or for him to get from work all the way to his house that day. So when I routed this, I'll show you what. So we'll do the Meadows in Jonesboro, okay? Here's the Meadows. This is just the general area of where he was working that day. The reason that this was in question was because, so let's just do this. From the Meadows, let's see. Sorry. We'll do directions. Okay. Let's see what the route is. Okay. From there to his house in Ben Hill, 32 minutes if he takes this back way. Now, this would be a 42-minute route this way and 41 minutes that way. So if he went these back roads, which, the reason that there is other ways into Beech Creek instead of going the long way around. This road right here goes all the way from where he was at the Meadows, all the way past Fall Branch School, onto Horton Highway, down Horton Highway, onto, let's see, this road here is Old Blair's Gap Road. From Gum Springs Road to Old Blair's Gap Road, onto Beech Creek to his house. 32 minutes. We were going to see if there was another route to make it there from, right? So let's just say he went from the Meadows to, let me pick here, to Fire Tower Road. Okay, so Fire Tower Road, Chuckey, Tennessee. That's why it was in question. That's the only reason why. It would have been still a 31-minute. Well, I'm sorry, 30-minute trip. 33 minutes. That is that route right there. So still cuts off. It's about the same amount of time either way. That was just what we were trying to see, if it went over or if it didn't. That's the only reason we were looking into that. if that makes sense. I'm just trying to show you because some people see better when we go over it from the map, and that's the reason we did that from Fields Road the other day. Okay, so I'm going to clear that off. Now I'll go to the next thing that we were trying to do. Let me clear all this. Okay. All right. Still at the Meadows. All right. So that's what that is. Now I wanted to show you this. So there was another thing in question that I wanted to go over. If John Q's still in here, I'm sorry, buddy, that took me a minute. I just couldn't get it. The Fire Tower Road to show where it was to how it connects every time, and I don't know why it wouldn't this time like it has every other time. It shows it going almost all the way up that mountain, but you know, we proved that it doesn't connect. But there's those other areas that I wanted to show that where it does. Now this right here is Old Blair's Gap that cuts into it. Let me make sure that didn't go too far here. Morrison Cemetery, Light Cemetery, Dixon Hollow. That's Old Blair's Gap Road. Now this is where you turn. This is where the church is. Solomon's Temple right here is where they had the bench and the prayer garden for summer set up there at the very beginning. This is where the media would have set up at. And you have Mountain View Road that also. This is the way that comes in from like Mountain View Road. This is the way that comes in from Churchill and all that. And that's where Jackie Dobbs said that he went and stayed at the, well, it's called the Roadway Inn now, but where he said he stayed and didn't leave to go get for anything but biscuits and beer. All right. Now, Scotty was talking on there. This is on the bottom of the property to give you a better idea here. This is the shed at the bottom of the property there. This area here is a power line cut out here. But this is not the trail that Allie and I filmed. And I want to show you something. I have a video right here that I can show. Cut it off. Hold on one second. I have a video file to show you guys. Let me find it real quick for you. All right, here's a kind of a view of what it looked like. This is from Gonzo when he.
Yep, that makes sense.
This is from Gonzo now. This is when he first came down. This is before we were ever up on the property to film the trails and everything. Okay, John, there you are. I was just telling you that I was trying to show a little bit of in perspective of that. I don't know why Fire Tower Road was not showing it going all the way up that mountain. It aggravates me. It showed it every time. But anyway, this right here, okay, this is the power line cutout that goes up to Mary Sexton's property straight ahead, what it's looking at. Now,
yep, that makes sense.
This is Gonzo inside the red Subaru with Dom when he was down here. That path that we went down, the trail that cuts down behind the gray shed with the basement on it, is right in here. Right on the other side of the creek right here. Now, Dom was able to drive this all-wheel drive down to the bottom, but right up in there is where that trail goes. I've got another video that'll show you, and let me pull this back up to show you what I'm talking about. That would be this cutout right here. That's this cutout right here that you're looking at dead on from that video. Okay? And y'all can see how lush the vegetation is. in that video. But this is the one that goes up to Mary Sexton's property. And you can see this house in real time. It doesn't look like you can from there, but when you're standing down here, you can see that house from down at the bottom of it. This cutout here, power line cutout, is the one. Now let me pull this video up for you to see. Okay. Let me find my downloads here. This one, that's not it. It is, it's 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, here it is. Other side. It's open on the other side. Again, we have full permission.
We have full permission to be here. We're not doing anything that they do not know about.
There. That right there is that cutout. That's a different cutout than the path. So see, now you have multiple ones. Now you have this one that's behind the shed. I was glad I was able to find these things so I could show you in real time which ones is which. Now that's that cutout that the people that were here working on the tree, the power lines. That's what they were working on, cutting out these lines right here. Okay, let's just, if that makes sense. And this is inside that shed at the bottom. People have a bunch of questions about. This is not the one with the basement on. It's okay. Watch out for snakes.
Yeah. You tell me that. You didn't warn me of the spider web earlier.
An old shed in it, or an old burned wood. This is the inside of the shed.
Inside.
All right, guys, that's what we got. What do you mean, Janina Carter? What technical issues am I having? It's just showing that I had all that pulled up. Sometimes things don't go as planned, and I know that with your broadband and stuff, when you show Google Earth, it'll just shut you down in the middle of it. That's something that it's hard to not happen. Just depends on how much bandwidth you have. Okay, now the basement at the top of the property, I have footage of that too. Now the only reason I'm showing this stuff is because I don't want it to be misconstrued that we're saying that certain areas are somewhere that they're not. Now, like I said, this area here is that power line cut out right behind there, okay? That goes up. Now, Tim Mullen, when he took that picture on Angel Talks Too Fast that we were talking about, I think that he was probably standing somewhere around here and took that picture of that one that goes up. Now, this area here, I don't know why this is blacked out the way it is, but it does not look like that. Now, you saw the foliage of, what it looked like down there, even the day before yesterday when we were there. It's already thick. You can't see very much. Now, this is the opposite power line cutout. Now, that trail that leads up that we filmed behind the gray shed. Let me see if I can find the gray shed here. There'd be his tool shed would be somewhere right in here. That gray shed would be right in here where the marker is here. And that trail would come down and it comes out right at the bottom here, somewhere around in here. So just wanted to make sure that's clear now. Y'all can see everything I'm showing, right? Somebody says they see a black screen. Just want to make sure everybody's able to see what I'm showing there. Okay, I've got a little bit more to show you too. Get down, cat. I'm trying to eat flowers. All right. What kind of resistance in our lives? The other night we had a really good one. Sorry about that. I apologize. It's it's hard when you try to run one for yourself. It gets irritating from time to time to be able to have to run these and talk at the same time and keep up with the chat. So I'm sorry, Janine. All right. So Bell Road, where we were the other day, like I said, we were able to film all the way to here. This is where the no trespassing sign was to not go any further. I just want to show you, this is the cutout on 178. This is, now, when I said this is the property we were able to go on and search, private property, that's, these people were kind enough to let us on their property. That's where I found the campsite up here. That's, that was so nice of those people to let us come on there and search. Now, this is why I've been able to have, give you a little bit of a better idea of the places we were at. Now, look how close. This is manicured area right here, all the way to here on that property. Look where Bell Road is. Now, if you take into consideration the footprints, and we went over this the other day, I showed it in real time when we were driving. This is where the drone tent was set up. This is approximately where one set of footprints were, okay? This is another approximate area of where the footprints were. Now, you take that in consideration with the power line cut out. Okay, well, I'm sorry. This is the first one, and this is where the footprints were. Okay, and then let me show you a little better approximate. We'll say closer to here. Campsite here. It's just too much. I just don't see there. Now, the search was supposed to be a 4 mile or 4.3 mile radius search area that they searched in. Okay. So I will do that right here. We'll measure distance. So from the property, a 4.2, I think 4.2 or 3 mile. Let's see what this is. So that's 1 mile. Let's see if we can get this accurate here. So we'll just say we're going to put 1 dot here. So that means that they made it to, let's even see what this is. That's still total distance of 1.14 miles. So they did pretty good. You know what I'm saying? They did it. They did a pretty good job. And I'm telling you, with this kind of terrain though, and like Dolly said the other day, it's going to take an army of way more people to be out here searching more than from June to November 30th. And this is just law enforcement. These searches I'm putting out right now, from June to November 30th to I think February or January where the search was, or February or March where they won this year, where they only had 34 or 36, don't quote me on the number, but law enforcement out there with dogs on the third search. It's such a vast area. And, I just have a hard time believing that you can cover all this mountainous terrain. If you watched our video the other day, you saw the terrain. That's not hearsay. We showed it in for what it is. Now, I wanted to see if I can find these ponds on here that we passed on our video the other day. So when we came up through here, I wanted to see if we can see these ponds that were, there's one of them. That's that bigger one. And I can't tell if that's one or not. That looks like to be a big one, but here's one. Here's one. There's that one. See how many roads it shows, like kind of cutoffs from Fields Road when you zoom in? Maybe it'll show it now, what I was trying to show just a minute ago. Yeah, here it goes. All right, yeah. It's showing how far Fields Road is going now on here. This is what I was trying to show you. Now, it shows the road going that far, but when we drove it, we were only able to go to about right here. And then it stops. That was the problem. That's the issue we were kind of trying to show. Let's see if it'll load it now from Fire Tower. There's Chimney Top Loop. Right there. There's part of it. Sugar Holler Lane comes off the side of that. Here's where it's showing Fire Tower Road ending right here. But I'm wondering. I already have this marked right here. This is where Fire Tower Road was supposed to end this is where it was showing it ending at. But it's not anymore. But so if I mark from here, people say, "Oh, that's so much vast area and too much distance in between it." This is where Fields Road to Fire Tower. I even have it marked there. Fields Road to Fire Tower Road. That is only 3,574 feet, so 1.09 kilometers. That's why we were questioning it. Now, these are the other routes I had in question. Because there's a difference now. There's Light Hollow Road and then there's Light Road. Pieborn Creek, it says it goes all the way up to here. I just questioned if there was another route into it. Because of this right here, Light Road. And you'll see, just give it a second to load. I can't see the chat, guys, so please forgive me. I'm over here with the maps right now. See, this is called actual Light Hollow here. But if you're familiar with this area, okay, that's called Light Hollow right there. You saw that, correct? This is what they're calling Light Hollow on this map. This, on the Sullivan County side, is actually Light Hollow Road. This area here. It's calling it Beech Creek, but this is Light Hollow Road. See, Light Hollow Road right here. And this is the one that's right beside that's close to Ben Hill Road. I just wanted to make sure that there's no confusion there. And it's very confusing because you have Light Hollow over here, you have Light Hollow Road over here. One's on Sullivan County, one is in Hawkins County. So it's different jurisdictions there. Yeah, but you can't walk in a straight line through that. Are you talking about from Fields Road? Because I can show you a little differently from that. When you're talking about, now you can get out of your vehicle and backpack this here, but this road came, it was about a straight stretch. And the reason I question it is you can see literal roads here running right here. These dirt paths here, you can see them. They run all the way through this mountain here. Watch, follow this trail. This is why I question this so much. You can see these paths. And that comes out to right here. I'm just saying, if you know these areas and you have permission to be through these gated areas and all that, you can travel, I feel like, these whole areas with unannounced. Here's another one that goes through. That's what I was questioning, guys, if I wasn't clear before. And then Light Road. This is Wolf Gap into, this is what I was asking, if there was a route here that went through the mountain range up to here. Because you see the road kind of turns off into this dirt area, and then it's covered by tree cover. Does that make sense? Let me go over here and ask y'all a question. I'm just trying to make, see, there. I'm glad okay, thank you. I'm glad I'm making a point there, because I feel like I'm the only person that can see what I'm trying to show you. And, you know, it makes it hard to tell you guys at home what I'm looking at here. So that's why we're trying to go through this. And those are logging roads. I don't know. Now, because see, when we were up there at the very top of Fields Road, when we showed that area said it was a certified tree farm now. So, you know, I'm just trying to make it very clear for everybody to see what kind of things we're looking at here. There's so many different ways, and I just question, you know, if you had access to this and you can go through these gates that are blocked off like we showed in our video the other day, could you not travel all over this place? Probably. Yeah, you know, if you have a 4-wheel drive vehicle, you can travel all the, and a lot of these people own those side-by-sides, gators. You know what I'm talking about? We kind of showed that on our video too. Let me see if I can pull this up, and I'll share this and we'll look at it real quick. Here's that video from yesterday.
We're recording again.
All right.
Okay, so we were just talking about this pond right here. I don't think that would be on Google Maps.
So I was able to answer that question right here. I didn't think it was, but guess what? It is. So let's look at that. Let's mark that real quick while we got it open on Fields Road. No, that's Light Road, sorry. So if this is the pond that we're talking about in question here, let me see if if it looks the same here. Let's go back and watch it now.
So we were just talking about this pond right here.
There's that pond right there. Let's go ahead and mark it on our map here to see if it's the same one. I think that's this one here, to be honest with you, because that's the one it looks like is down over in between the trees there. Okay. Is that a label to it? That's not where I'm at here. Let's add this label. All right, that's all I'm going to mark it right there for a second. Now let's go on to this next one.
I don't think that would be on Google Maps.
It's not.
No.
And now what I'm trying to say now is law enforcement had said what I'm.
We're recording again.
All right.
Okay, so we were just talking about this pond right here.
The reason I'm stopping right there is because this brush area right here, we would have been sitting right here. This brush area would have been looking right on. That's what that would have been. So there's that one. Okay. See what I'm saying? That brush area right there, that's what.
I don't think that would be on Google Maps.
It's not.
No.
And now what I'm trying to say now is law enforcement had said back last year to Adventures with Purpose, Summer was not in the water. How can you say that when they just did a search on this road this year? And how could you say that if you don't know anything about it? Speaking of Adventures with Purpose, I wanted to show you all that. I found that for you. I wanted to just give y'all. Let me share that real quick with y'all. I want to show you where they said that. This is so crazy to me. Let me show you this real quick. Let me pull that up. I'm going to play this while I find it.
Yeah, if they didn't know that pond was there, not saying that they don't know.
Yeah.
Or that they didn't search that pond, but there's plenty of little ponds like that just are all around this area. Yeah.
And that's how Nita Diver, that's why they came in and were so
adamant to help.
Well, not adamant, but why their services were so needed.
Yeah.
Because there's so many. This is a straight drop off here.
There's a buzzard right there.
Is it still recording?
Yes.
So we're probably going to have multiple videos to put together, spliced together.
We'll edit it all together.
There's the gator. There. Okay. So nice house up here.
We can film on the way back out too.
We'll be filming going all the way over.
Never mind.
Okay, here we go. There was a little road right there, a little dirt road that cut off down there that you would have never seen. I don't know why it's skipping like that. I found that for y'all to see this right here. All right, here's this. Okay, this is from Seeds of Hope. They reached out, and these might not be in order. Let me see which one is. Okay. This is the original one. So this is from Seeds of Hope. She reached out to him, said, "Hello, Jared. I'm not sure either you remember me, but I have spoken to you a couple of times about Suzanne Morphew. I've been working with Gonzo on the Summer Wells case, and this was forwarded our way last night. It is being said that this was your response to this gal when she asked if you would consider going out to Tennessee to search for Summer. We are wondering if you did actually send this or if someone is faking your emails. Knowing what we know about you, we find this to be a bit suspicious and seemingly out of character for you and your team. You can call me Gonzo. That's them reaching out. So this is the response for him. So he says, as this is from Jared from Ventures with Purpose. As for working for Summer Wells' case, we have information close to the case that Summer is not in the water and that a water search is not in best use of our resources at this time. So then she comes back and says, no worries at all. We like dealing with the truth. I am surprised that they just would say that like that. However, it certainly makes a person wonder how they can be so sure when she has not been found. You're welcome. Wish I had better news for you at this time. Thanks, Jared. So I just wanted to show that real quick before, moving on with everything else. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but that was just a little update. We're going to be going straight over this, I think. We're going straight up the mountain.
Yep.
So people want to say that it's not that vast out here. Come out here and search today. See how tired you are in a couple hours.
And I promise you wouldn't be able to cover the ground even that we have covered driving up through here
in a day. Okay, so it says
all the wooded areas. I mean,
we're dead end.
Yep. No, this is the dead end part.
So who tried to say that we could go all the way over?
There was another road, remember? At the bottom, you forked.
This is where it would go. It's gated off.
It says landowners only.
So it doesn't connect unless that right there. So that's, you can't drive any farther. That's a gate right there. So here's, I want to show you what it does at that other road down there.
So let's go see.
What's that say?
Okay.
Certified tree farm.
Family forest. Wood, water, recreation, and wildlife. Interesting.
I don't think anybody lives here.
I don't know.
Maybe. There's a nice little build right up in there.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's a house.
Is it a house or is it just a little shed?
It's like the yard barns that everybody buys back here to live in.
And that's true.
That goes straight up in there.
Yeah.
Brianna, thank you, yard barn.
Looks like the woods are... I don't know that it's been drove.
This is why this is so crucial for people, why not have the public's help?
Yeah.
Gate there. You see what I'm saying?
There's so many.
Let's look at this real quick. All right, so this is where I believe we had to end. This was that big house we passed. This is where that... Okay. I never saw this, and I was looking for this especially because these are where these little logging cutoffs are. Never saw that while I was up there unless this was gated off. But, okay. Oh. So that's that house right there. There's that house where I said I didn't feel like anybody lived at. And then there's a trail that cuts off this way that had a gate to it. Now, unless I'm wrong, oh, it's going to freeze on me again. My gosh. Gosh, it's killing me. All right. So see, like how it's showing like these things. Now, if this little trail we're getting ready to show on the video, where it cuts off to the side there, it looks like it would loop back around here. But you can't go these roads on here. And it's like it'll connect back to Bell Road, but it doesn't. It is such... It's a lot different when you're out here trying to drive around and see it. So where's the blacktop in? Right there. Or we turned around. Pain in the butt. Let me see what y'all are saying. Constant Sue, I can't see what he meant. Like, forgive me if I don't see what y'all are saying over here. I haven't been over here. If I'm on a different screen, I can't see what everybody's saying. Let's see what you're saying. Let me go back and look. Yeah, I just don't see that either. How can you rule anything out when there's no answers? And this now, when they sent back that to Jared and them back, with Adventures of Purpose, that was back like September of last year. So if they're no closer to finding out what happened to Summer by their own words, how can you say she's not in the water? That was my question. Yeah, look, I'm trying to tell you, I'm from here and I have a hard time. Look, I'm not a city folk from East Tennessee. I'm from here and I'm telling you, I have a hard time with it. And I grew up in mountains like this and I have a rough time with this area up here. This, I'm trying to see what other parts here. There's another little house somewhere that I wanted to mark. Yeah, that's an old farmhouse that didn't look like anybody was living in it. And these little cutoffs, see these little parts that are saying roads, they're not. This was just like we'll go back and look at it in my video here. There's
tracks.
tire marks.
Yeah.
It's been out in there for recently.
Yeah. Yeah, that's recent because laying down, the grass was still laying.
Church.
We'll be going
all the way over.
Never mind.
Okay, here we try it again.
Pond.
But that's just
It's a little one.
I'm not gonna bother anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, you see this right here, people have gators back here. They can go all the way they want up these mountains.
Yeah.
I mean, you got
People can get around, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So I want to show you guys how steep this is going down through here.
Show that right here. This is where I was talking about.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, stop. So I can. I don't even know if you can even see how steep the side of that hill is right
I'll
there.
get you around.
Oh no, that's good. We're all right. We're good. Take my word for it, guys. It's very steep because these trees are tall. These trees go all the way down to the bottom field down there.
This should show you just how thick the vegetation is too.
Right.
There's a big drainage pipe I saw the other night when we were going over this.
And this right here shows you what the steepness that searchers had to. Sorry. Squeaky brake. Just what the searchers had to. How steep the terrain was that searchers were having to climb.
That's just how steep it was when I was on top of the mountain with the campsite.
Yeah.
This right here is where the pond is back there. Look right there.
Yeah. There's the pond that he pointed out earlier.
I'm going to try to take it around because the Fields Road is supposed to connect to Bell Road.
Right, I think it connects the right.
Sorry, it's getting. Let me do this.
The other lake road that road short, I think that it went to the left. Yeah, but I think Bell Road is to the left. is a pond.
But that's just
It's a little one.
But still.
But still, that just goes to show you. We didn't even see that when we came up there.
Sorry about the wind. These bars, these old bars that look like they have, I mean, everything back here could be something that is crucial. I just feel like, look, I'm not criticizing law enforcement at all by saying this, but there could have been a lot more searches done out here. This area, this is vast wilderness.
And even if, how many did they say that they had?
There's a little, no, never mind.
Did they?
What kind of conditions are you talking about for when? Crimes and consequences.
Say how many searchers they had for the last one on Bell Road?
There was just 36
searchers?
Yes, they were all law enforcement. There was only 36 in dogs.
I thought.
Don't quote me on that number.
Oh no, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Because.
Are we still filming?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, hopefully it doesn't override anything that we've already done, but it'll be okay. There's a little red truck right there.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying there's that. If that shows you.
Well, the thing about it is.
See, somebody said, when did it get dark on June 15th? So the summertime it gets darker around 7 or 8. Let me see. Somebody should be able to look that up and see. Let me see here. Yeah, look, some of these little ponds that we're talking about, these are the ones we found on different areas that we had need a diver go check, and law enforcement hadn't been in those before because you couldn't see them from Google Maps. That's why I made that assumption. I shouldn't have said that they probably weren't talked about, but I didn't, I was going out on a limb saying that they might not have shown up because some of the ones we found hadn't showed up. But I'm glad that I double checked my own self on here and I marked them, because if there's ponds out there that you can see, then I'm sure they were checked on, that way. But if they were just doing a search on Fields Road and they only took 36 law enforcement out with them with dogs, did they have the divers with them then? That's what I was questioning. Okay, yeah, Rabonzo. Let me see what what time it gets dark. What did I do? Okay. Apologize. Let's play this while I find it.
With the whole red truck situation, they said that they believed that it could have been a Toyota Tacoma.
But not.
They never said for sure.
See, here's
I showed that when we came up, yeah.
Where do
these go,
Were these no trespassing signs up then?
Right.
Or has it just been since she's went missing, they don't want people coming up in there? I mean...
So right here's where the road forked, and we took a right, and Bell Road goes this way. See?
Yeah.
Right there on that.
There's your road sign.
There's your road sign.
On the
mailboxes. So this is Bell Road.
It says warning, neighborhood watch. So I just did a Google search of what time it got dark in Kingsport on June 15th, 2021. It says 8:50 p.m. So let's see here. Let me share it for you. There you go. 8:50 p.m. Tuesday, June 15, 2021, sunset in Kingsport, Tennessee. All right. It's right there.
Well.
So now we're going down Bell Road. Somebody confirmed that Fields Road went all the way over, and then another local told me they didn't. So we just proved that you can't always go on hearsay.
Right.
This is
okay. So now you got another fork in the road here. I think that just goes to that.
This is related to it.
Yeah.
I'm going. No, it said posted. That's okay. No fishing, no hunting. Okay. This is supposed to circle all the way around.
Oh, look at that.
Longhorn.
I don't know why I wanted to show it, but
there was a one down there that had a real big Texas Longhorns. Yeah, now this road is none of this is state maintained. You can
it's
see,
not state maintained from the moment that you turn down Field Road.
Yeah. They said that this circled. When you look at it on Google Maps, it circles all the way back to Field Road, right? Because that's what it shows on Google Maps. And I would be on Google Maps right now, but we have no service.
Yeah, we don't have any service to see exactly where we're at. Because once again, when you're back here, if you have
and by the way, that posted side was on that land.
Yes,
that's
over
all
talking
the trees
about the land
there.
over there. Up in here. But right there, I'll show you, once again, the terrain. You can't even see to the top up there.
Show it.
I'm trying, but
yeah, show that.
It is so steep. So steep.
Hey, check this out, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to cut this a little short. We will pick this back up, and I want to have a Q&A tomorrow sometime or the next day. I just wanted to clear up a few things. I probably missed some things that I didn't even get to hear on that last to clear up, but I just wanted to make sure that it's known. What we're showing is just trying to be accurate and disprove things that have been said or prove if they have been said. We went over Chimney Top Loop. We went, within the first, when Don said that and showed that video and he talked about Fire Tower Road, he was driving around Chimney Top Loop. We were there within the days after he talked and drove through there and sent that video out because we were looking into it. Why was he there? And it's that far away from where they live. So that was a big question to us. So people that said we weren't giving it 100%, looking into what the well said, we were. We just we're trying to be careful as to what information we gave to Don and Candace too, because you don't want you got to be careful of what you're saying and tell them, well, hey, I was driving around this. Why did you go drive here? Because I went and drove it right after you to see what was up back there. You don't want people to know that you're looking into what they're saying. So and that's not disrespectful at all. That's for summer. That's it. That's that's looking into everything for summer's sake. This is that area. Chimney Top Loop. And it goes all the way, this is it, all the way around here, down here, back to Horton Highway. On a bigger, look of it, that's pretty far away from where they live. That's what I was looking at. Anyway, I think that's everything. The second set of footprints were near the highway. I mean, she's not out in the forest. Okay, that's not necessarily true. Now, let me show you that before I get off here. They don't know which one came first. And I'm going to go over the screenshots again by the property owner, what he said. Either, the property owner said that search and rescue didn't know which set were first, which way they were, traveling, or which set was left first. This is pretty far away. We showed that when we were driving through from the house. This area here, this open field, this is where the drone tent from law enforcement was set up in November 30th. There was a set around this area and a set around this area. So, yeah, I don't know. And that's, that also, keeps my argument. How can you say that somebody didn't drive by at the correct opportunity and snatch her? And then also we hear Dolly, what he said, that a neighbor told him that, Candace had lots and lots of people up on that property. Lots of people up on that property. And that was a guy that didn't know him very well. That's what Dolly said on his thing. So this has been my question for the longest period of time. How, was everybody that was around Summer on June 15th or leading up to it, were they told to law enforcement? Were they scared? I don't know. We don't know. We don't know the answers. We know that there was a lot of people up there. There's a lot of things I don't think were, when we say Dr. Phil, when Dr. Phil and the behavior panel said, we feel like there's something you're not saying. Maybe you don't even know what it is, how they said it, but there was something they said that they felt like she wasn't talking about. Maybe it was somebody that was up on that property that was around there. Who knows? I don't know what it is, but only she does. And hopefully conviction will be on her heart to tell the truth of what she knows on that, if anything. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. Didn't mean for it to go this long. I apologize if it was not very, put together plainly. I tried my best. I was just trying to show y'all in a better perspective of what we're talking about. Anyway, I guess that's it. Prayer away. Oh, yeah, listen. There's another one that Doug from Unknown Thanks. If you ever want to come over here and have a discussion, you're more than welcome. Just come over in the chat and I'll give you the link and you can come up anytime. We'll discuss what your grievance is with us. I tried to be kind to you multiple times, tried to just, tried to be better, so creators would get along, and thought we had that, but it's like every so often I keep getting my name blasted and torn out. So we can talk about it if you ever feel like it. There's somebody that was over on that's actually a mod for your channel that, I kind of get lost as to why she doesn't take up for us, because she had reached out for help and we helped her with some personal things and some, financially, and I've seen that, she never says a good word about us. And I asked you one time to just ask her what we're about and how we are, and I figured that you would. But we try to be kind to everybody and help people that ask us for help, because that's what we're trying to be, as good people. But you continuously call me scam and call me this and say we're doing things that we're not. So if you would like to come up and discuss it, you can at any time. And it's not about drama by no means. I'm just talking about having a discussion like adults. I try to reach out behind the scenes and you don't answer me back. So that's all it is. And we'll talk about why it is that you feel the way you do about us, man. Regardless. Wasn't Frank Light on horseback that day? Now his brother and them, I think, there was a this is a rumor that law enforcement let one of the Light brothers check a part of their property on horseback. I don't know if that's 100% accurate or not. Okay. Endora's Mama's Garden, good night. Oh, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. Let's see what everybody else said. Oh, thank you, Lucas Cottle. I appreciate it. You try to give y'all a visual to what we're talking about, trying to be clear because it helps me to see things like this rather than talk about it. So I tried to show our video of how we drove it and on the map as well. Go back and check it out. Gigi Dolce, her grandmother's doing amazing. She was talking not even 24 hours after brain surgery, and the doctor said that she might be a couple months before she started talking again, and she is recovering so well. It's a blessing. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. We'll catch you on the next one. Pray for our family, and we will pray for y'all. We'll pray our way out of here. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for what you do. Thank you for the loving people you put around this channel. Let us always do our due diligence for the cases that we are trying to cover. Let us be fair. Let us be open-minded, Lord. Let us never point fingers before we have the evidence to. God, I ask that you bless anybody here that's asking for you or maybe not even reaching out to you. Lord, bless them. Let them know you're there for them. Thank you for being in our lives. Thank you for loving us when we don't deserve it. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Oh, hold on. And dear Lord, put a hedge of protection around Summer and all the missing children. Lord, we ask that answers be brought forward, and we ask that you put conviction on whoever's heart that might know something. Lord, let them come forward. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. That's it. All right. I think that's it. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Remember, at the end of the day, everybody wants justice, but justice doesn't have to be carried out with hate. God bless.